first film I ever got on DVD was in 2007. I was just 5 years old and the film was none other than Fantastic Four: The Rise of the Silver Surfer. Now, although I can't pass much comment on whether the film was actually any good, I mean, admittedly I can barely speak, let alone actually pass critical reviews on films, the one thing that I do remember is that the film was all about how ordinary people became superheroes in freak accidents. Now, admittedly, over the last 5 years, my opinions on superhero films has changed quite dramatically, especially considering every single one at the moment seems to be the same, but in principle, my fascination with superheroes as a whole has remained, especially with the idea that I could become one. However, regardless of whether I'll ever be able to shoot laser beams with my eyeballs or, I don't know, fight off the Joker, these characters that we read about or watch on TV are fictional. And they are superheroes type 1.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Now, before we go any further, I just want to hit pause. There is actually a reason why I'm filming this video today, and that is because of this.
You are looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center, and we have unbelievable very tragic
Today is the 24th anniversary, since one of the darkest days in modern history, in America's history, in the world's history even. Just sitting here, you can feel the hurt. New York is one of the busiest and brightest cities that I've ever been to, if not ever. And you can feel the hurt in the city even 24 years later. Now, once you go beyond all of the evil, the one thing that's kind of always stood out to me within all the memoirs, the documentaries, etc., is how incredible humans can be. And for me, what is behind me is evidence in itself that the definition of a superhero is wrong. It's not just fictional heroes. They're the people that you walk past every single day. And they are superheroes number 2. Now, the idea of heroes are fundamental to our makeup as human beings. We have them right from the moment that we're born, whether it's our parents, our brothers, our teachers, maybe a local, I don't know, community leader, and they massively influence our lives. And although some of our behavior is hardwired, most of our behavior as humans is through social learning. I mean, humans act as sponges, and we take in what we see around us, and then we project that back out onto the world. You know, and as I've already mentioned, these people can perhaps also be people from greater society, perhaps people we haven't even met, or perhaps are even dead. You know, and I think it's incredible to admire these people. I do myself every single day. They are all superheroes in their own right, but the one thing that we all seem to forget while we look up and admire all these people, that there is also a third superhero.
I believe there's a hero in all of us.
And the problem isn't the fact that we don't know that we are our own hero of our own story. I mean, social media is littered with it. I mean, everywhere you look on social media is like how to be the main character. I am the main character, blah, blah, blah. The reality is that we also don't know how to deal with it. And when you are a hero, it comes with rules and regulations on how to be a good hero. Otherwise you end up like Hancock. And no one wants to be Hancock. Welcome to my guide on how to be a hero. Rule number 1, resilience and determination. If a superhero gave up every time there was a setback or every time the going got tough, then Superman would start and end with a man who refuses to get off his sofa. It wouldn't make for a great read. Your greatest achievements and greatest moments are still awaiting you. You've just got to refuse to back down, even when it seems like the world might end. Number 2, Don't measure your self-worth by comparison. Measure it by how far you've moved your own personal line. There is always going to be someone else better, but no one else is going to be better at being you than you. With great power comes great responsibility. And in a world where shifting the blame is the norm, you've got to stop blaming others for whatever situation you might be in. Yes, it might be shit. Yes, it might be really, really tough. But the only person who's going to get you out of it is you. Real superheroes strive to make a positive change in the world. And the reality is every time you just shift the blame onto someone else, it doesn't solve it. It just shifts the blame. And you got to remember, whatever you're not changing, you're choosing. And you're not changing anything, so technically you've just chosen whatever problem it is that you're trying to get rid of. Even the best heroes make mistakes. We are all human. We are all flawed. You know, that person or group of people that wronged you didn't do it because they are inherently evil. They did it because they're either ignorant or they're just deflecting whatever issue they're currently facing. In my personal opinion. And although whatever it is that they did can't be undone, letting go will be the greatest choice you ever make in your entire life. And I know that from experience. Number 5, loyalty and reliability. The foundations of humanity itself. A superhero shows up every time for those who need him, without fail. Otherwise he'd be a pretty shit superhero. And finally, be kind. The world's already got enough arseholes in it. You don't need to add to it. But yeah, in the words of Marcus Aurelius, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one.